Hello creatives, welcome back. My name is Jazelle and I hope that you are doing very, very well. I hope that you also enjoyed our 31 days of listening and sharing for the month of July. Those messages were downloaded right on the spot, day of, fresh and hot and ready for you, so that I hope you took advantage of those. If you haven't, don't worry, I've left them up. Go back. Even if you want to do the 31-day journey yourself and just listen to one each day, taking those action points, meditating, processing those messages that were given to you. I truly believe that whenever you watch it, it's going to be perfect for you. Perfect for you in your situation, wherever you're going and whatever you're facing, okay? Today's message is all about recalibration. Recalibrating your thoughts in order to accelerate your dreams or your desired outcome, wherever you want to be. We need to recalibrate our thoughts. And so first thing is recalibration. What does that mean? In order to recalibrate to anything, it means that you have to already have been at a point, right? The means to kind of do over. To calibrate means to have, in this instance, to have a set point that you know that you are at or that you desire to be, and then to keep going back to that, keep going back to that, keep going back to that. Now, this also means that some space has happened. You've moved away from that in order to recalibrate. Because if you were already there, you wouldn't have to go back to it. Does that kind of make sense? So if you know the set point, this is a set point, but now I have to recalibrate to it. It means understanding and identifying the fact that you've moved away from it. So knowing what that set point is and starting with our thoughts. We know wherever we want to get to, however we want to shape our lives, it is really about the words and the thoughts and our emotions, all of those combined. So I have this process that I want to share with you. It's one that I took time to do myself today. This can be broken down into a full masterclass, a full play shop, but I wanted to give you these tools right here as a gift so that you can get started on this process for yourself, because it is so vitally important, especially if you truly believe in the idea that you have the ability to create the life that you desire. So let's get started. I have my notes here. I am ready to go. Let's do it. So the first thing, we already talked about knowing what your set point is. When you're thinking about your dream, that's kind of your set point. When you're thinking about your desired reality, that is your set point. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are the emotions that come up from that? And that's what we're going to be breaking down today. So as you are kind of getting into this process of recalibration, before we can come back to it, we have to know what we're coming back to, okay? So let's start there. What dream do you have? What does it look like? What is it a desired reality that you have for your life? And maybe you know these answers. And if you do know these answers, you are like ready to go. You are above the crowd. You are before the crowd. You have a lot of miles behind you. Let's say that. But if you don't know it yet, that's okay. And if you know it or you knew it and you're like, I want to shift some things, that's okay too. That's what we're going to work on today. So let's do it. The first thing, we talked about our set point. The next thing that I want to focus on is our thoughts, our feelings, the image that we have of that thing. And these are going to be tools to help you you already have an idea of where you want to go, but it's going to help you to get back to that thing. Whatever it is, it's going to help you get back to it quickly, okay? So the first thing, what is your set point? Write down your finances, whether it's your health, if it's romantic relationships, if it's friendships, it's your family, if it's your career, your purpose, fun things that you like to do, what that means for you. Is it peace? Is it a spiritual relationship? What does that look like? What are the areas when you consider your dream or your desired reality? What does it consist of? So the first thing you're going to do is write down those things. You can pause this video if you need to. Write down each of those areas of your life that you would like to address. And then next to it, put a little dash sign, and then write down how you would like it to look. So for instance, I said, for my family is happy, healthy, whole, and we're all together. Just a sentence, simple sentence, but it encaptures everything that I desire to feel and see for my family. Another one is fun. Okay, If you know it by now, I like to have fun. I like to go find fun. I like fun to find me. I like to be around fun people. I go inward and I get quiet, but I also like to be out and about and energetic and use that energy and let it pulse through me and then pour it into other people. So for fun, I said, every day is like a weekend. My life is a vacation. That is me having the desire to not just wait for that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or not just wait until I go travel, which I love to travel now, come, but to bring those attributes, that feeling, the emotion, the rest, the peace, the calm, the exploration into my everyday life. That's what I mean by fun. That's what I mean, like my life is like a vacation. Those are desires. That's my desired reality, okay? So those are just a couple of examples. Now, for you, I want you to go ahead, let me move that. I want you to go ahead and list the different areas in your life and then consider, how do I want this to look as my desired reality or as my dream? What would feel good to me? Write those down. So then once you have that, you're gonna take, it could be a lot, it can be multiple sentences, it can be 10 different areas, that's fine. Consider all of those areas and boil it down, if you can, to one sentence. I know, but boil it down to one sentence. And maybe that sentence is, everything is always working out for me. My life is full and fun and free, and I'm happy. I feel safe, secure in every area of my life. My life is abundant and joyful. I give and receive freely. I am surrounded by those who love me and those who I love. You know, so I'm just throwing out things. But when you're looking at, I got some background music going on. But when you look at all of the different areas of your life that are going to lead to that desired reality or to that dream, then you want to boil it down to one sentence that can really capture all of the emotion and feelings that you have when you look at these things. Okay? So that's the second thing. The first part is the different areas, because you want to get really clear. You want to get really clear on that. The second thing is one sentence. When I say this one sentence, I feel that it is all of these things over here. This one sentence is totally capturing all of these things. So once you have that, pause if you need to. I'll be here. Once you have that, the next thing we're going to do, so that one sentence is going to represent our thoughts. Now I want you to think about, okay, when you see this thought, all of these things are happening. How does it feel? What emotions come up for you? Right? So you want to think about, what are those emotions? Maybe those emotions are, I'm going to look at some of the things that I said for some examples. The emotions are that I feel happy, or I feel safe, I feel giddy, I feel rested, I feel joyful, I feel protected, I feel secure, I feel like I can rule the world, right? I feel all of these things. What do you feel? What are those emotions? When you consider you are at your desired reality, your dream is right here, you are living it, what emotions come up for you? What does it feel like? Okay? So you want to write down, let's see if you can get it down to a good 2 to 3, maybe 5, because we're going to boil it down. So 5 most. But what are those top 3 to 5 emotions that really come up for you? That you feel, so you can feel it in your body. You can feel it in your nervous system. You can feel it, right? Get the tingles on your arms or up your spine. You feel it. You're like in it. What are those emotions? So now we have our thoughts, we have our feelings or our emotions, and now I would like for us to think about what actions. What would it look like? What will we be doing? How would it impact our actions or our personality, the way that we walk into the world or walk through the world? How would that impact us? Or how would it impact you? If you were living your desired reality, if you were living your dream right now, how would that impact you? So some things, ideas that I have were, I would be more peaceful. I would feel more calm. I would be more calm. I would be less to react rashly, right? I would be more gracious. I would be more forgiving. Things like that. So Think of ideas of how it would impact you, action-based. The way that you interact with other people, the way that you walk through the world. Think about those things. So when I say action, that's what I'm talking about. And list 3 to 5 things, 3 to 5 actions of how living in your desired reality would completely change you. I would be out and about. I would be interacting. I would be in different circles because I'm confident that I belong here, right? I'm confident in my ability. I see the fruit of my work. So I'm walking in these circles all the time in confidence. Think of some things like that. Actions. And then finally, we're going to utilize the beauty of our imagination and our mind's eye, and we're going to think of images. So when I see myself in this desired reality, how I feel in all areas of my life, what is an image that I can see that really just speaks to all of the area, all of the abundance, all of the peace, all of the joy, all of the giddiness, all of the confidence. Take a minute to close your eyes and imagine, see what picture comes to mind. Where are you? What does your surroundings look like? Who's with you? What are you wearing? What do you see? Get an image in your head, because now we're using all different parts of our mind, our mind's eye, our imagination, our emotions. We're using all of them. So think, where would you be? How would it feel? What would it smell like? What would it look like? Who would be with you? And get that image. We don't want a whole story. We just want like a snapshot, almost as if you just took a picture. What would that picture be? That is your image. And the reason that this is important and why this is going to be such a great tool, because this image not only reflects the feelings that you have of peace, of joy, of security, of abundance, and not only, but it also captures the actions, how you would walk into the world, and that confidence, and that grace, and that assurance, and that peace. And it also reflects the thought that you have every day about who you are in this desired reality. My life is full of peace, peaceful people, and exciting adventures. My life is full of peace, peaceful people, and exciting adventures. If that was my one-liner, then that image that I have of myself, perhaps it would be me on a boat or on the ocean side with the sun setting before me, some cold drinks next to me, some nice music, and a friend in the seat next to me. Just that snapshot. My life is peaceful, full of peaceful people. And I forgot the last part. But you get what it is, right? Consider that. And now, what I'd like for you to do is I want you to write 4 things. I think, and under that, write your 1 sentence. Next, you're going to say, I feel, and under that, you're going to write 2, 3 max emotions. We want to keep it simple, simplified. Those are the emotions, how you feel. Then you're going to say, I act. How do you walk through the world in this desired reality, in this dream? And then the last one, I see. And that is going to be your snapshot of where you are. So as I said, I was by the ocean side with some cold drinks and a friend, maybe even on a boat. That is my picture. That is my snapshot. So now when we talk about recalibration, first we know what our set point is, right? Because we've just done it with our thoughts, with our emotions, with our actions, and with the image that we have. That right there, we can go straight to that image. That's our set point. It encompasses everything. That's our set point. So now as you're walking through life, if you feel yourself getting a little shaky, doubt coming, or things of that nature, you know it's time to recalibrate. It's time to go back. It's time to go back. But what are you going back to? You already know, boo. You know what you're going back to. You go back to that image that encompasses everything. Maybe every day you go back to that sentence, that one sentence, whichever one you choose, and that is your set point. You go back, you go back, you go back until that becomes your norm. And that's like it. You're here all the time. And then when you're ready to go to the next level, you set a new set point. And you keep recalibrating, going higher, higher, deeper, deeper, becoming better and better versions of you. I hope that you enjoyed this. Remember, recalibrate your thoughts. It starts here in order to accelerate your dreams. If you like this video, like, subscribe, share. Definitely share it so other people can hear it. Like it so more eyes get on it. But ultimately, live fully. Until next time, bye.